Hi, welcome to Enterprise Kia. My name is Curly. Here at Enterprise Kia, customer satisfaction is number one. I want to tell you a little bit about this beautiful vehicle over here. This is the Forte EX. This is one of the nicest trim levels that we have. One thing you can notice is the color. The color is gorgeous. You can only get this color orange in the EX model. Another thing you notice too is it's got the 17-inch alloy rims, which are just gorgeous. They're powder coated. You look in the front, it's got a real aggressive tiger grille in the front, along with your polycarbonated lights. And if you notice on the body, you got your fog lights, and you've also got the aggressive bottom on it also. Another thing too about these vehicles is the safety. The safety on these vehicles is bar none. That's why it's a 5-star safety rated vehicle. I'm going to show you a little bit about how much safety this vehicle has. Pop this hood up for you. That way we get a look underneath. And the reason why I'm popping this hood is because that's where the safety starts, okay? The safety on this vehicle, for one thing, it's got a 5-mile-per-hour bumper. With this 5-mile-per-hour bumper, it's basically made, if you get a little ding, somebody backs into you and it's only 5 miles per hour, it's designed to come in and pop back out without having to replace it. Another thing too about this vehicle is you got polycarbonated lights. They're not gonna glaze up and haze up like the old lights used to do, and rocks ain't gonna come up and break it. Now back to the safety on this vehicle. The first thing about this vehicle, if you come and take a look inside here, you've got gel motor mounts. Now what these gel motor mounts are designed to do, in case there is a bad collision, this motor is gonna drop, go into the hub of the vehicle, and then you've got 3 crumple zones where it'll basically crumple like an accordion. So you can see the benefit of that's not gonna hurt you on the inside. It'll only hurt on the outside. Also what you have on this vehicle, this is called a TP hood. It's got breakaway latches on here. If there is that bad accident that we were talking about before, and I'm not trying to keep talking about an accident, but if it does, it's designed to come up and cover the whole diameter of the windshield. You've also got a triple laminated windshield to make sure shards, glass doesn't come inside the vehicle. And another thing that I love about this vehicle is the T-bone effect. On the side of this vehicle over here, you've got what you call intrusion beams. You have a vertical one and you got a horizontal one on both doors. So what that's gonna do is when you're sitting in the car and somebody does hit this door, it's not gonna come in, break your legs, hurt your knees, it's gonna put the pressure outward. Another thing that you'll notice too, on your back, you've also got the crumple zones in the back with the polycarbonated lights. Now I'm gonna pop this trunk so we get a little look inside. This is what we call a 2-body trunk. You can get 2 whole bodies in this thing, and you would not expect that. Also, you got what I like, you got a little first aid kit in here in case you need it. The kids get a little splinter, something gets hurt on the road, they got the little first aid kit, and you can put that kit wherever you want. Now look at this. You've got a full diameter spare in the back. And a lot of people don't realize that that spare is one of your first lines of defense in case there is a rear end collision. I like to always have a spare. Now another thing about these vehicles, I'm talking safety on the outside, safety on the outside. Let's talk a little bit about the safety on the inside. What this is here is blind spot monitoring and also lane departure. And it's also got the autonomous braking in the front also. If somebody's coming up on you real quick, this thing's gonna light up and let you know. And if you still proceed to make that turn, it's gonna beep, 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 and let you know also not to make that turn. Now let's take a look inside. Hello! Your 60-40 split seats, these are actually gonna come down separately, and they will fold down also to get more cargo in. And when the little ones are back here, you've actually got a vent back here instead of blowing through the front. You can definitely see the benefit of that, can't you? Now I know I'm a little shorty, but even for that large man, you got all the room in the world. This seat goes all the way back. What you also have too is a periscope wheel. So not just up and down, but it periscopes. And you got a mammoth backup camera on here. So when you're doing your backup in a tight spot, for one thing, it's integrated. You got 2 lines that are gonna show you where you're going, and you got another 2 lines that show you where you are. It's got a phenomenal sounding system in it. You don't even need to put no thump in the trunk because it's already got it. You've also got one of the biggest air conditioners in the whole industry. Within 42 seconds on a 100-degree Alabama day, you're gonna be blowing cold air. You've also got dual climate control, heated seats, cooled seats. You've got everything you could possibly imagine, and if you don't like that lane departure, and you don't like the beep, 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 well, you can just push this button and shut it off. This thing's also got a 147 horsepower motor. This car will get up and go, especially when you put it in race mode. You've got the important things. The kids gotta have it now these days. You got the USB ports, you got your 12 volts. So this becomes your cell phone. You can do Google Maps on here. You can talk to it. How do I get to McDonald's? How do I get to nearest Kia place? Let's go visit Curly. It'll do all that for you. And you can call with this, and you can receive text and give text verbally through the screen. Another great thing about this vehicle too is your driving modes. You've got comfort mode, you've got sport mode, you've even got an eco mode that's gonna give you maximum gas mileage. And yes, gas mileage. This car will do nearly 40 miles per gallon. It'll average 34, but one nice thing about Kia, it undersells and over delivers. There's gonna be times you're driving this vehicle, you're probably getting nearly 45 miles per gallon. But I tell you what, let's go for a spin and let's see what you think.